Millionaire Share. I'm drinking my Slimming coffee, y'all. I love it. It's a little gloomy. No, look like the sun about to come out. Florida is so wishy-washy. So today, of course, I got my affirmations going on. I'll put it on 10. So today is basically, do you know your parents' story? Why they are the way they are it's the reason I go hard, because I know my mom's story. But basically, you know, do you know why they was strict when you was young? Do you know why they were passive when you were young? Do you know why your parents are loud sometimes or mean? Like, think of your mom right now. Think of your mom and your dad and the things they do. Like, I know my grandpa, like, he can tell when I touched his car figures on the TV. My mom, she would let things build up before she beat me. Like, my mom didn't just go and beat me. Like, she let the beat build, right? So, a little story about me. Again, my name is Jamisa Brown. A lot of people call me Mimi, for short, because a lot of people can't say Jamisa. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, but born in New London, Connecticut. So, Diddy, yes, there is talent in New London, Connecticut. In Connecticut, period. Even though he was trying to throw that shade at Cassie. But anyway, growing up, I had to grow up fast. And I'm going to tell a little bit about my story, and I'm going to share a little bit about my mama's story. So, at 11 years old, while my mom was working a 40-hour job and going to college, I had to be the big sister. And I had to babysit the newborn baby and my 6-year-old brother at that time. They're old enough. They're old now. So, as I'm watching my brothers, mind you, I'm 11 years old. So, when I'm coming from school, I got to do my homework. I got to help my brothers do his homework. And I had to help Buddha make his bottle and make sure he eating and stuff. And, you know, yes, my stepfather was there. My mom's husband, rest in peace, my stepfather. He has passed on. But he would hang out with his friends. And while he's hanging out with his friends, my 11-year-old self had to fend for my brothers while my mom was at work making money to take care of us. I had to make sure my little brother got his homework done so he don't stay back while my mother was doing her homework. We're all in the house doing homework, baby. And so, basically, my point is, when you look at certain things in your life and how you're going in your life, look at your parents. A lot of y'all call it sheltered. I call it protection. Now, my mom ain't let me go to parties when I was in 8th grade. She didn't let me go to parties when I was in high school. I had to be in a band. I had to be in band practice, bowling, track, cross country. I had to do things like that. My mother made it so we didn't have to struggle. So we didn't have to go through what she had to go through. Because at 10 years old, my mother got her innocence taken away. At 10 years old, my mother had to grow up fast. At 13 years old, my mother got pregnant with me. And she told me she didn't have an abortion because God told her to keep her. She's going to be great one day. Do not have an abortion. My mother wanted somebody to love her, so she had me. A lot of our parents don't know how to love, so they didn't teach you how to love. So now we walking aimlessly, sitting here trying to find love in all the wrong places. I love my mother. My mother went through so much in her life just so I didn't have to go through it. I remember one day in high school, I told my mom, like, this girl, she came at me as some odd reason, thinking I was talking to her boyfriend, but it was one of my friends talking to her boyfriend, but I don't know why she thought I was talking to him. You know, can't do nothing for me. So basically I told my mom, and my mom looked me dead in my face. She said, I fought so much in my life. You don't ever gotta fight a day in your life. And the crazy thing is, the only fights I got in was with family. I never got in a fight with somebody out on the street, knock on wood. To this day, I'm still peaceful. To this day, I'm still a social butterfly. I know how to be a peacemaker. I know how to not go out there and start trouble and get in drama. But for my mother to say that to me, that she been through so much in her life, she fought so much in her life that I didn't have to fight, that says a lot. What is your parents' story? Why your parents are the way they is? Why they so overprotective with you? Your mom ever told you and looked at you and said, that ain't your friend? Moms are always right. I don't understand. I don't know why. I'm not a mother. I don't have that maternal instinct to know certain things. But I could go to my mother and my mother will know. So me, my mother being young, I'm growing up with my mom. While she's 16, I think I was like 3, going on 4. We walking down the street, people think we sisters. Whole time that's my mother. Again, I love my mother. There's times that I used to be so mad at her. Mom, can I stay at my friend's house? Then she just lived right the next block. You could come meet her. You could come meet the mom. No, my mom, because she know what she been through, she didn't want nothing to happen to me. Some of y'all need to talk to y'all children and tell them your story. They may not understand it, but as they get older, they're gonna understand. It be your own family that'll sit there and take your innocence away. It'll be the family friend that will take your innocence away, whether you a little girl or a little boy. I love my mother. My mom didn't know how to love because she didn't get that love from the mother and her father. And I love my grandma. I love my grandma and I love my grandfather, rest in peace. And I love my grandpa that's still alive, that came in. And I wasn't even his granddaughter, but he took me every weekend. Unless my dad got me or my godmother Mary. Understand, there's certain things that your parents just wanted to protect you from. Now let me tell you how I got my hustle. Let me tell you how I got my grind. Let me show you how I can just get up and leave Connecticut with $300 in my pocket and move to Florida on faith. Because I watched my mother. I watched my mother struggle with a man laying next to her every night or in the same house as us. I saw my mother not eat, but she made sure we ate. We may laugh now like, oh, I was raised on cereal. I was raised on sandwiches. Let me tell y'all, this ain't even no funny shit. I still eat cereal and sandwiches. If I'm not going to Mission BBQ getting my salmon and stuff, I'll eat a sandwich. I'll eat a cereal. I won't ever go hungry. I make shit happen with what I got. I use what I got to get what I want. I get up every day with ambition, with drive. I saw my mother every day from sun up to sundown doing hair. To this day, she's still doing hair. I go hard so one day I could buy my mama a house. I had a dream that I bought my mother a house and she was on the grass and she was crying. Every dream I have come to pass. Learn your mother and your father's story if they still alive. Don't wait till they dead and gone and you can't even have a conversation with them. I remember I went months without talking to my mother. And one day I gave up and I went to my grandma Rachel's house and I said, Grandma, where my mother? Where my two brothers at? Where Man and Buddha? Oh, I think they upstairs. I'm going up my grandma Rachel, going up the stairs to my mother. And I just looked at my mom and I said, Mommy, can we pray? Can we pray so we can get back together? I'm praying for restoration for my family so we can get back together. Y'all don't know what I went through. Y'all don't know my mama's story. You don't know my story. Y'all look at us and you laugh. When my mother go live on Facebook and y'all laugh at people that get on here and share their story and they crying. Yes, because I'm very transparent and I'm real, and this is really what my life was and how it is today. This is how I could get up and I could write my story. This is how I could write my story and I could help other women. So when I got up there and my mom and my brothers, we prayed a prayer. My mom, all her tax money got taken away from Sally Mae. Let me show you how prayer works. And faith without works is dead. So as we praying, my mama still wrote a letter to Sally Mae telling them the situation. And guess what? Sally Mae gave her all her money back. Y'all know Sally Mae. Sally Mae dead and she still getting paid. The student loans. My mother wrote a letter just sharing her story and why she need that money back. And they gave her a check and they gave her the money back. And me and my brother was able to go get an apartment in our name so my family could get back together. It's so many things that's going on in this world that want to split up the families, that want to split up friendships. Learn your parents' story. It'll make you go harder. It would give you a why on why you got to get up and you got to hustle and you got to grind. Wake up and get off your ass. A lot of y'all was spoon-fed. A lot of y'all don't know what it means to get it out the mud. Y'all sing these rap songs because it sound good. Y'all don't know how it feel. I own 2 businesses already and I came down to Tampa, Florida. And yeah, before I was a door girl, I was a dancer. And every night I would go home and I would cry in that Honda I used to have. I would cry in that Honda saying, God, why do I feel like I got low self-esteem? Why am I doing this for money? I need a job. I went to college. I went to a 4-year university. Double major human services psychology. Why am I dancing on a pole? Because it was easy. Because it was fast. One day, at the club I was dancing at, I saw they needed a door girl. I didn't want to dance no more. My self-esteem was breaking down. I looked at him and I said, if you need a door girl, I'll be a door girl because this dancing stuff ain't for me. And he looked at me, he said, Mimi, you serious? I said, yeah, I'm serious. He said, when can you start? I started being a door girl and I made $300 to $400 every night. I didn't have to take off my clothes no more. I didn't have to do none of that. I didn't have to go home crying in my Honda no more. I was able to work on women moving forward. I was able to finish writing my book. Everything I do for a reason. I do it for my family. I'm not working on my business credit just to say I got a business. I'm not working on my personal credit just to say, oh, my credit score is high. No, when I share shit with y'all, I share it to show y'all it's hope out here. You can still get it. I don't share nothing with y'all to be boasted. Learn your parents' story and it'll tell you a lot. It will show you a lot in your life, why your life is the way it is. And y'all gotta stop blaming your parents that disappeared, that ain't want to be in your life. Take that rejection as protection. Your mom probably was a drug addict and she would have sold you, baby girl. Your daddy probably was a molester. He would have touched on you. And he would have made you hate men for the rest of your life. Take that rejection as protection. Sit down with your mom today. Sit down with your dad and say, listen, just tell me your story. How was your life growing up? Mom, why are you so loud? Why you so funny? Why you so real? Just sit there and have a conversation with them. I love that my mom is still alive and I can still talk to her. There's people that's going to have to grow up. There's children now to this day that got grow up and don't have no parent. But you still got yours. And you taking it for granted. Learn your parents. Learn what they went through. And why they were the way they were with you. My mom used to fucking hustle day and night. Do you understand? So when y'all, I know y'all follow my mother, and y'all, when y'all see her going live, y'all be like, oh, her mama crazy. No, my mama ain't crazy. My mother is free. My mother is happy. My mother could be herself. And I used to yell at my mom. I'm like, Ma, this is not you. This is not what I saw you doing growing up. I used to see you in your Bible reading. But I also saw my mother in her Bible crying night after night, not knowing how our lights gonna get paid. I remember we went a summer without no gas. No gas. We always had electricity, but I remember going summers having to take a cold shower. Still going to school with a smile on my face. Still laughing and kikiing with my friends. I love my mother and I thank God for the struggle I went through, because that's why I hustle and I grind to this day. Everything I got, I earned. Everything I got, I worked for. Ain't shit was handed down to me. Ain't nothing was given to me for free. Something was always wanted. And I worked for it. What is your hustle? What is your grind? Why you do what you do? And some of that is because of the story of your parents. Some of us, we need to break generational habits. I don't call them generational curses. I call them generational habits. We need to break the habits of debt. We need to break the habits of just being a consumer. We need to break the habit of being a borrower and not a lender. You are the head. You ain't no tail. You are above. You ain't beneath. You are a champion. No weapon formed against me or you shall prosper. It's going to form, but it ain't going to prosper. I love my mother to the day I die. And every day I wake up, I grind for Tamika Brown, Delonte Brown, and Limonte Brown. And my generation after me. Because they will remember Jamisa Desmond Brown. They will remember women moving forward. I share how I was able to take my life back in this book. I share my thoughts and other women's thoughts during my healing process. I need y'all to just love yourself more. I need you to go and hug your mother, call your mother, tell them you love them. Call your dad, tell him you love him. Give him a hug if you can hug him. And if your parents passed away, go to their gravesite. Go to their gravesite and say you love them. Spend some time with them, whether it's cold, hot, I don't care. I don't care if it's raining. Go and spend some time with your parents while you can. Because life ain't promised. They could be gone today or tomorrow. Ask them their story. It may be funny, it may be sad, but it's going to get to the root on why you are the way you are. I know it's the reason why I'm the way I am. It's the reason why I go hard. It's the reason why I'm always a student and a leader. Because before I can be a leader, I got to be a student. I got to be coachable. I got to be able to help these women that come to me. I got to be able to help these women that come to me. And I got to have experience, facts, education, smarts, wisdom, knowledge. I can't tell you how to go build your business credit, and I'm not building my business credit. I don't even know what that is. No, I know what it is. You got an LLC, make sure you go get a Duns & Bradstreet number. Find a bank that reports to Duns & Bradstreet every month. Go to a business and build a credit. Get a gas card for your business. It's so many ways to build your business credit. It's so many ways to build your regular credit. Just stop coming to social media, just taking pictures, looking up TMZ, what's going on World Star, what's going on with this celebrity and that celebrity. Let's focus on your life. Let's focus on your why. You got kids depending on you. You got kids watching you right now. They watch what you do. From the ages of 1 to 12, they're watching what you do before they listen to what you tell them to do. Don't tell me to clean the house and I don't see you cleaning the house. All I do is see you laying down smoking weed. Don't tell me to love myself and I see you getting slapped up by a nigga every day. Don't tell me my friends ain't my friends and you hanging out with motherfuckers I see sitting there calling you dumb, stupid, sleeping with your man. Listen, your kids are watching you. Yeah, they listening to the words sometimes, but they watching you. And they gonna do everything they see you doing. There's some things that my mom, some traits I took from my mother. I want to say the humor. I like it. I remember I got hit by a car and I made a joke out of it. Sorry. I use my pain. I turn my pain into humor. I turn my pain into purpose. It built me up. It helped build my character. So that's all I had to say with y'all this morning. Just get with your parents. If you could still get with your parents. Get with a loved one. Whoever you love, get with them. Talk to them. Ask them why they are the way they are. That's why I went to college to become for psychology. Because I wanted to know the reason why people do the things that they do. All right. I love you, Mommy.